All right, so I think tonight, we've only got one AI tool in tonight. Seems to be AI tools in abundance at the moment, but we've got a range of tools here. So first one here is this one here. I've noticed on social media, and I have used it as well too, there are some interesting texts and fonts that appear on it. But you can't actually do that on social media. So, you know, on your social media feeds, they have only got one style of font and then have limitations on whether you can bold it, italicize it. In fact, a lot of them, you can't even do that. So with this particular app, which is called lingojam.com/fancy text generator, what you can do is you can create all sorts of fonts which you or text styles which you can then cut and paste and put it into your posts. So if you want an area of your post to stand out, so maybe it's, you just want to bold it, or you want to italicize it, then this is the place that you go to italicize that part of it, or to create a different style of font. So all you do is there are two boxes here. In the first box, you go and paste what it is that you want to have in fancy font. And you can see that on the right-hand side is a range of different types of fonts and styles. And so all you do is you can scroll through those until you find one that you happen to like. And then once you've found something, so there you go, here's an example of a bold one. All you do is highlight that section of text, and then once you've highlighted it, you copy it. And once you've copied it, you can paste that into your social media feed. So, and what that will do is it will break up your text, and it will give you something that's more than just the standard normal text on your social media feeds. So it just helps it to stand out, and you'll notice that with some people's posts, they are using this here. This is where they go to create those different fonts that they can cut and paste in there. So have a play with it, cut and paste into your post. In fact, if you're still creating your post, checking in here tonight, maybe you could use this app here to spice it up a wee bit. So that one there is called lingojam.com/fancy text generator. Now, I did see someone there with their phone up taking a photograph of this screen. If you're doing that, well, I'm going to make it a wee bit easier for you. So these URLs for or links to these pages, I'm going to drop these into chat for you, and you'll be able to save that at the end of the night. So you can just click on it and go straight through to the app. And if you're not sure where chat is, if you have a look at the bottom of your Zoom screen, there's a toolbar there. In the middle of the toolbar is an icon that looks like a speech bubble. It says chat below it. If you click on that, that'll open up chat, and we'll drop those links all in there. And at the end of the evening, you can save that chat by clicking the three little dots at the bottom of chat, and that'll save it to your computer. All right, next one I've got is Time Converter. So this is World Time Buddy. So one of the most difficult things when you're working across time zones is trying to find a time zone that works for people in different countries. So for me, I work a lot in the US as well as New Zealand and Australia. And so finding a time zone that works in the US where it's not 2 o'clock in the morning, then I use this particular app here called World Time Buddy. Great thing about it is an Android app, and it is an iPhone app as well. So you can go to the App Store and you can download it. Thing I like about it is that you can see on the screen there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 time zones. If you want to add another time zone, up on the left-hand side, there's a little area there where you just start typing, and the new time zones come up. So let's go and find New Zealand. What have we got? Here's my old stomping ground, Wellington, New Zealand. And now we've added Wellington, New Zealand to the bottom of that time zone. So I happen to be in, actually I'm not in Sydney. Let's go with Brisbane. Try and spell it properly. So Brisbane, Australia, there we go. And what we want is I want that one at the top. So you just right click on it and you can drag that to the top. So that's my top time zone. And so I'm setting an event that, let's say, for instance, we want Eastern Daylight Time in the US. So I'm going to look for a time that's not going to be too late or too early for me, and it's not going to be too late or too early for them. So if I look at, say, 8 p.m. in the evening and click on that one there, then we can see that that equals, here we go, 6 a.m. in the morning over in the US. So that's a reasonably acceptable time. I want to find another time that you can drag the slider across and find another time that's going to work. So 8 a.m. in the morning, that's 6 p.m. For them, the day previous. So it gives you the, when the days change as well. So you know whether it's on today or the day previous. So this would have to be the easiest time converter that I've come across. And I have fed in London, for the UK, US, Australia, New Zealand, and tried to find a time slot that works for all countries where it's later in the evening and earlier in the morning, but where it's not stupid hours. And generally, but sort of around about 5 a.m., I found has been about the 5 to 6 a.m. has been about the best sort of time to run any online programs that works across pretty much across the world. So there you go. It's worldtimebuddy.com. If you're looking at something that will help you to set times for your events, or even if you're doing business overseas, I found, and you've got meetings, I found this one to be a super simple and easy one to use. And you can also give people a link to it. So if you're marketing your events, or you're wanting people to select a time, this is a great way for them to easily find it. So worldtimebuddy.com, and as I say, Android and an iPhone app as well too. All right, next one I have for you is one called Upscale Images. So the thing about websites is that when you upload images to a website, often they can downscale them so they can make a bigger image smaller, but they won't make a smaller image bigger. And the reason for that is because they pixelate, they go blurry, and they really just don't work that well. So this is a tool here. It is called stickermule.com/upscale. And this is an app that will help you to increase the size of an image without pixelating it. So it's still got the clarity and the definition of it. So I do have an image. If I can find one now, I did download an image. I'll show you how this works. So all you do is you simply upload an image into the area in the middle of the screen. And I've got an image here, and then you decide. And so this image here is 200 pixels by 133 pixels. So that's actually quite a small image. And then if you try and increase it, like if you try and double the size of it, then it's really does blur and really does pixelate. So you've got three types of scales. You can double it. You can make it 4 times as big. You can make it 8 times as big. Generally, if you're going sort of 4 to 8 times as big, it just loses some of the clarity of it. It gets a little bit blurry. So try and find stick between say 2 and 4 times. And once you've uploaded it, all you do is simply click that Start Processing button, and there is your image. Now, I wonder if I can show you what that's like before I uploaded it. There we go. That's the image before I uploaded it. So you can see, let me just increase the size of it. So you can see that it's actually quite pixelated, that image. And so if I enlarged it on let's say on a website, it would come out with those, square pixels there. So, not the best look. With the image converter, you can see it's a lot smoother. It's it's a little bit blurry, but it's a lot better than being pixelated. So if your only option that you've got with an image is to, you just don't have a big enough image, this is a great one. It's a great in-between of getting the original image or using a pixelated image. So that one there is called stickermule.com/upscale. All right, next one I have for you is, this one's really cool, actually. This is the AI tool. So for instance, if it's called GoZigzag.com. If you have let's say a business idea or a or even an idea in your business for something that you'd like to do. What Go Zigzag will do is it will do all of the research for you. So I've already pre-populated into this box here, which says your startup idea, my idea. So this is a program that we're looking at running. So I was thinking, well, has it got legs? Is it worthwhile doing? So I'll read the description out so you can hear what it is. So it's a 12-month online membership program, coaching people to set up everything they need in terms of online apps, assets, organic digital marketing, and online strategies to be successful in a micro and small business in order to make more money, work less time, and have an enjoyable lifestyle. Actually, hands up for anyone. Is that of interest to anyone at all? Anyone want to work less and make more? So that is the idea. So all you do is you pop that in there and then hit the unleash your startup idea. And what it will then do is it will then go out and do all of your market research. So it says it'll take about 45 seconds to come back, and it's round about that sort of time there. And it's going to do things like, look at who your target customers are. It'll look at, how who your competition are, who your competitors are, and how to differentiate yourself from your competitors. It'll look at your things like your vision statement, your mission statement. It'll come up with some ideas for names for your business. It'll come up with some questions, so like a discovery questionnaire on what sort of questions should you be asking people. So in this one here, it's, for this sort of business here, it says, well, you should be targeting, say, savvy side hustlers. It gives us an avatar as well. So Jessica, age 25 to 35, works full-time as a teacher. She wants to start an online tutoring business on the side to earn extra income. So there are people out, so it's done some research to say there are people out there like that. What does she need to do? She needs to learn how to set up an online business, developing all organic marketing skills, creating a profitable business model, and finding ways to manage time effectively. And what are her pains or issues? Not having enough time to dedicate to the side hustle because she's working, fear of failure, not knowing how to market the business, not having enough capital, so not enough money there to invest in the business. So it's giving you sort of an overview of that. And then it's given here sort of retirement plans, so people sort of heading to retirement or people changing careers. And you can actually change these. You can add more as well too. And then you can see it gives us a bit of a SWOT analysis too. So it tells us who the direct competitors to this are, who the indirect competitors are, what are alternative solutions. And then it gives us, talks about potential ways to play. So this is how you demonstrate your uniqueness. And then it just sort of goes through and really gives you a whole sort of pretty much a business planning process for this. So for those of you who think business planning is hard, here's an easy way to start to really create a business plan for yourself. Now, it might not be perfect, but it does a lot of the hard work so that you can come in and it gives you something to focus on to, really to refine it for what you want. Now, it even gives you proposed names, call it Digipreneur, Online Genius, Business Boost, Digital Dynamos. So there's a whole lot of names it gives up for you as well too. Here's your elevator pitch, and it'll even generate a wireframe for your website as well. So if you click on that, it says here's a structure. This is not the website itself; it's a wireframe. It's not what a potential website should include. So really helpful, really good if you're think you're creating new products and services within your existing business, as well as if you're thinking of setting up a business. So well worth looking at. This is all free, this one too. So it is called gozigzag.com, and you can print it out as well. Click print view, prints out as a PDF for you. And the last one I have for you is, for those of you that do struggle with websites, maybe you're wanting to create a website after running your business through that previous one, then this app here called Mixo.io is a way to get started with a website. So let's describe the startup idea in one sentence. So what I might do is go back to Zigzag, and I'm just going to copy my startup idea. And I'm going to paste that into that area there. Oops, it tells me it's too long. Okay, let's see. 12-month online coaching to set up everything I need. to be successful in a micro and small business. There we go. And then we just click the generate site. What this will actually do is it's generating an actual website. It's going to write the text for you. It's going to create the images for you. It's going to create the whole structure for you. And it is an entire website. So this is free. And what you get is that it gives you a full website all done. And but you can also change and edit it as well too. So you can see that there we go, set up for success with BizCoach Pro. So there's the name there. It's got an opt-in up there, which always should be above the fold, and then it's got a whole sort of a home page. And what's more with it too, it will give you an option to customize. So once you click save and customize, you create and register your account, and then it will give you other pages in your website as well. And yeah, you can update it, change it, and you can even take it live as well. So this becomes your website to take online. So I'm not actually logged in at the moment, which I have actually set up an account for, but I won't take you through there. I've been through and set up a business in there, but go and have a look at it for yourself. And it's a good, quick way of getting a website up. And if it's a business that you're testing or trying, or it's just a concept at the moment, you don't want to spend a lot of money getting a website up and running. Here's a really good, quick way to get a website up, just ready to test your proof of concept. So that there would be a roundup of our cool online tools for today.